everyone. Hey, we're live. I'm back for another Q&A. Say hello to our boy Brew. He's here to answer all your fitness and nutrition related questions. Hopefully it's not too loud out here. I'm out on the balcony patio and there's some construction going on, so you guys can let me know if you can hear me, if the sound is okay, and we'll get started answering some of your questions. I have sweaty hair right now because I just came straight from my workout. Just finished my workout like 5 minutes ago. Say hey. I want to see some comments. Let me know that you can hear me and that the sound is okay. There's a lot of banging going on. Hello, hello. Welcome. I'll wait until a couple more people have joined so I can get some questions going. I do have a couple of questions from the hashtag. Hi, Bruno, they're saying hi to you. Hi. I have some questions from the hashtag AskLiveLeanTV that I'll start with until you guys are ready to start asking your questions live. I can't wait to see what you've come up with for this week. Okay. Thanks. So now that I know you guys can hear me and see me, we're good to go. I'll start with the questions. So one of the ones I've been getting a lot this week is, what are the best shoes for working out? Like, are there particular sneakers that are better for working out? What kind of shoes should you be shopping for? Which brands are the best? Hi. Hi, Adriana. Good to see you here too. Hi, Doris. So I did on my Insta story. I don't know if you guys are on Instagram as well. Rosalind, I'll get to your question next, but on Insta story, if you go to my account Jessica Guthrow Fitness, I did, and watch my story, I showed you my closet, like my collection of sneakers, so you can see what sneaker brands I like, what types I like, and how I'm not very particular about which ones. Okay, questions are coming in really rapidly. So let's start with Rosalind. Have you heard of the Primal Blueprint? What are your thoughts on it? Yeah, that's a great book. I think I've never actually read it. I've skimmed through that book, but I know Brad read this years ago. He's how I heard of it because he had the book. Some of the recipes from that were absolutely amazing. I love it. And I definitely believe in eating foods that our ancestors ate. I think it's, you know, the way that we should be eating instead of packaged processed foods. Okay, do I think Nikki says, do you think that 8Fit workout app is good for you? Sorry, I don't know. Actually, I've never heard of 8Fit. I'll have to check that app out. I've never heard of it yet. Okay, so Noah says, what should a protein shake consist of after an ab workout? After an ab workout, it should be the same kind of post-workout shake as after any kind of workout. I usually have my protein shakes consisting of just whey protein powder and fruit and water. That's it, and maybe ice. But I don't really put anything fancy in there, just a little bit of frozen fruit, water, ice, and the protein. That's it. Okay, thanks for that question, Noah. Dream Parlor says, how far are you guys from Hillcrest? 10 minutes, I'd say. About 10 minutes away. Not too far. I wouldn't say it's walking distance, but we could drive there in 10. Bruno, I know, he's so cute. He just hangs out with me during all these lives and everything. He likes to be like 2 feet away. He's right down here. Bruno, say hi to your fans. Say hi to your fans. Okay. Thanks for loving on Bruno. I know he wasn't feeling the best last week, but he's been fine since. So thanks for those of you who have asked me how Bruno was. He's fine. Hi from Wales. Hello. Afternoon, Live Lean fam. Love the best diet video. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you watched that one. Okay. How many times a week should HIIT be done for weight/fat loss? Okay, so if you've ever followed, it is loud out here, I'm sorry for that construction going on. Hi from Indiana, hi. So if you followed any of our workout programs, that gives you a schedule. So you don't have to just guess how many times a week you should do things. It's all scheduled in there. So you just follow the program and you open it up, what am I doing today? And you follow that. So that's the best way to find out how much HIIT we recommend. But you know, if you don't want to follow a program or you just like making up things yourself, then I would say aim for 2 to 3 times per week. It needs to be an amount that feels that's appropriate for your starting level. So if you're starting from doing 0 HIIT workouts ever, then maybe just starting with once a week will be a lot for you. So you kind of have to gradually build up for it. But for someone who's really advanced, I could say you could handle HIIT maybe 4 to 5 times a week at the most, but you do need some recovery. Okay. Rosalind again, so hi, what helps you stay on track even when temptation is killing you? What helps me stay on track? I would say it's mindset, to be honest with you. It's knowing that my motivation to stay fit is greater than my temptation for whatever short-term satisfaction I'm looking for. So let's just say that my craving is cherry pie. You guys know cherry pie is like one of my all-time favorite like treat foods. So if I think about how I want cherry pie and then I just think about how I really don't need that, you know, I'm able to kind of like talk myself out of it, because I realize that that want for that treat is not as big as my desire to stay fit. So it's kind of weighing the two against each other. It's like, how badly do I want to stay fit and lean versus how badly do I want that pie in my mouth? You know what I mean? It's like, when you put it in perspective, I think it's really easy to talk yourself out of it when you realize that being fit is so important to you. Being fit is so important to me. It's like, you know, you have to make it your top priority, if that makes sense. Okay, hello from West Wego. Hello, Myron. Hi. Hi, Martha. How do you get rid of or deal with sweet cravings? I'm really bad that I get a lot of cravings, especially after I eat. Cravings are normal, you guys, and I hope that you know that just because you crave things or you want a little bit of sweet after your meal, it doesn't mean that you can't be fit. I have those cravings too. A lot of people do. It doesn't make or break your fitness to have a little bit of something sweet after a meal. I stick to dark chocolate after my meals. Like a little tiny square of dark chocolate is so satisfying right after a meal when you're like having that little, I really like something sweet. I also have herbal teas a lot of times to kind of fulfill that need for something cozy, something satisfying like that. But when I'm craving something sweet, I have something sweet. And I don't want you to think that just because you crave sweet stuff means that you can't get fit, because, you know, the two, it doesn't really work that way. So you have to kind of give yourself a little leeway there and realize that it's okay to eat a little bit of sweets. Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Martha. You can let me know if that makes sense to you. I think a lot of times in our head we're like, oh, I shouldn't eat sweets at all if I want to get fit, but that's actually not the truth. You can have them in moderation. Shakur Barnes, would you ever go vegan? Shakur, if you watched my episode last week, it's called What's the Best Diet? You'll see I talk about when I did go vegan. I already did do that. I tried it out, guys. I gave it a solid like 4-month trial just to see what it was like, because I was curious. And, you know, I was interested, but I didn't love it, guys. It wasn't the right diet for me. It didn't fit for me. It wasn't a fit, okay? So you can see in that video last week, I talked about why it didn't work out for me. Myron says, how do you incorporate HIIT training with regular weight training? I do HIIT intermixed with my weight training, if that makes sense. Like some days, like today, I just did a HIIT workout, like straight HIIT workout. I went to the San Diego stairs. We did 20 different laps, like 20 sprints up the stairs and then recover on the way down. Did that 20 times. That's what I consider HIIT training, because you get your heart rate up to its maximum and then you recover for a period of time. When your heart rate's back down, then you go again. So today was just a straight HIIT workout, and some days I just do straight strength training workouts, but most days I will do like a mix of both, where I'm doing like body weight HIIT exercises in between strength training. And I have a great, amazing new program coming out for you guys that shows you how to do that. So Myron, I hope that answers that question. Hi from Minneapolis. Hi. Is it okay for me to keep asking what? Yeah, Rosalind, bring them on. I love the questions. You're doing great. I hope that my answers are sufficient. Zahra, hi Jessica, how do you count calories in pregnancy? Should it be increased accordingly as pregnancy progresses? I don't want to gain too much weight. Yes, absolutely. So when you're pregnant, you know, hopefully you're already in maintenance mode before that. But if you are on a weight loss journey at the time that you get pregnant, I would say go back to what your maintenance calories should be. I wouldn't recommend being in a caloric deficit when you're pregnant. You need to be like at maintenance and have like a little bit of surplus for the pregnancy. So usually, I mean, depending on the woman, it depends on your size, but I would say an average pregnancy surplus should be about 300 calories per day. For bigger women, it may be more. For smaller women, maybe less. But so you take your maintenance calories and then you add that slight surplus just for the baby. You also want to take into account your activity level. If you're staying very active during pregnancy, then you may need even greater surplus than that. So in order to avoid too much weight gain during pregnancy is like, yeah, keeping that in check. Sometimes pregnant women will eat like, you know, 4,000 calories a day, which is just completely unnecessary. All you really need is your maintenance plus like another 300 to 500. But yes, you definitely need to customize it and gradually increase over time as you get bigger. Okay. Ooh, I think I missed some. If you haven't watched The Magic Pill, it's an awesome documentary. I actually did watch that like 2 weeks ago, you guys. I think I talked about it in the last live video. The Magic Pill was a documentary about keto. It was really interesting, definitely. Okay. Just remembered doing a live Q&A tonight. Yes, I know it's nighttime for some of you guys, even though it's middle of the day for me here in California. Foods and tips for men with high estrogen. Sorry guys, I'm not reading your names because I'm just trying to get through because there's a lot. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but men with high estrogen chest problem. So food tips are going to be the same for you as they would be for all of our clients, because all of our food recommendations are based around balancing your hormones and eating whole, natural, real foods. So I would say that kind of diet, like getting yourself on whole, natural, real foods and having higher fats, higher proteins, and lower carbs is going to be the best for a man with high estrogen and chest problems, just as much as it's going to be a great diet for a woman as well. Like this diet is the best for everyone, I believe. But of course, you know, you can customize your macros to what's working for you, but that's what we kind of teach in the Live Lean way of eating. It's not really like a specific diet. It's like we teach you how to figure out what works right for you. So I have this new program, Live Lean Way, which helps you step by step get through all of that. So if you haven't yet discovered the right way of eating that's balancing your hormones and making everything work for you, that's a great program to discover that. It's not a diet that tells you eat this, don't eat that. It's really a mindset program to help you go through the steps that helps you figure that out. Okay, so how long do we have to wait for this new program? Oh, Live Lean Way is available right now, guys. It's open enrollment right now through this month of May, and it closes on June 5th. So you don't have to wait at all. You could sign up today and start taking lesson 1 tonight. So my favorite cheat fast food meal, Shakur. Dude, fast food is like really so unappealing to me, to be honest. I haven't had fast food in the longest time. I guess In-N-Out might count as fast food, even though I don't really even like it that much. I've had In-N-Out a few times, and every time I'm kind of like, why do people like this? What is it? I don't know, guys. Fast food is just so unappealing to me. It's so not food. It's just not food to me. I really, like, if I'm gonna have a cheat meal, I prefer to go to like a restaurant and have like a nice burger at like a steakhouse rather than like, you know, cheap, like these flabby little patties with the like smushed bun. It's just, I don't like fast food at all. Okay. So if you could only eat simple basic meals each and every day, what would you choose for fat loss? I do eat simple basic meals every day, basically. I mean, we like to spice and season and flavor up our meals, but I still consider them to be pretty simple and basic. I think, guys, for me, it would just be like simple dishes like protein and veggies. Like that's it. Like a big salad with protein on it, or like a stir fry with protein. Like to me, those are the two most simplest meals that I actually do eat every day. For weight loss, is counting macros the only way? When I try, it makes me stress so much. No, ephemera, it is definitely not the only way. Guys, I'm gonna let you in on this little secret. I mean, I've been a trainer for a long time now, right? It's been over a decade. When I first started, for like the first probably 5-6 years that I was a trainer, I didn't even know what macros were. I didn't know. To me back then, before I knew what I know now, everything was so simple as eat less, move more. It's like kind of that old mentality. And I know better now, obviously, but I have to tell you, it worked. By just cutting back the amount of food that I was eating, I was able to lose weight, and lots of people have done that. Everyone who loses weight doesn't always know about macros. A lot of people don't even still know what macros are, and they're still able to lose weight. So knowing your macros is not it's not the only way to lose weight. It's not a make or break for you to lose weight. It's helpful. It's a more intelligent way for you to lose weight, but it's not like the only way to lose weight. Whoa. Okay, it's really loud out here, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're getting comments about Trump now. Hold on, I'm lost here. What kind of workout do I prefer? Okay, yeah, Stacy Wiley, hi. What kind of workout do I prefer? My favorite type of workout, you guys, is a mix of strength training and HIIT training. So I love like circuit style workout where you're moving quickly from one exercise to the next. If you've done my program Formula for Women, you know that I love circuit training, I love pyramid training, I love split body part training. Those training styles that are in that program are all my favorites. And that's why I put them in that program for you guys. Okay. Okay, hold on. I feel like I'm missing questions because you guys are just going so fast. Okay. So Joel says, can a 61-year-old fat guy get as fit as a Live Lean member? Do I need to lose pounds? Dude, Joel, absolutely. Our programs are not only for lean people who are lean to begin with. Our programs are for everyone. I think, you know, if you feel like you're just like a fat guy and you don't know anything about fitness right now, starting with our Live Lean newbie program would be a good place to start. It's a really basic, like, general program for people who are not used to working out yet. It'll help you get your foot in the door and start to get lean and start losing weight. And our membership site it's there to help you get lean. You don't have to be lean to join it. So yes, absolutely. Rosalind, do your family embrace and respect the way you and Brad eat, or do they expect you to eat what they make if you're visiting them? Guys, I think we've talked about this on Q&As before, but it is a really good question because I think a lot of people have this impression that Brad and I are like so strict on our eating and we like only eat healthy food all the time ever, and like we wouldn't be caught eating something like unhealthy. But it's absolutely not the case, you guys. For us, living lean is a lifestyle. It is not a short-term diet. It is not super strict. It's not restrictive. It's not a diet. So when we go to his parents' house, we have lasagna. You know, when we go out with friends, if we go to restaurants, we order what's on the menu. We're not like so particular that we absolutely can't eat socially. And so I have a lesson in Live Lean Way about this, about eating socially, how to handle social situations, what to say to them, like people who are pressuring you to eat differently. But Brad and I are really not like that. And we try to teach you guys not to be like that either. Don't be that nutrition snob with your nose up in the air like, I can't eat that and I don't eat this. You have to learn to bend and mold a little bit and control what you can control. Like when you're alone and you're eating your own meals, which probably is the majority of the time. Most human adults make their own food for the majority of the time. So you can control what's on your plate then. When you go to your parents' house for dinner, even if it's once a week, it's only once a week. So keeping that in perspective is a really big part of living lean. So I hope that helps answer that question for you. My parents do eat really super healthy meals, so it's not that hard for us, but you know, when we do sometimes find ourselves in situations where the food is not that healthy and we don't stress about it. Okay, so sorry, I think I missed a bunch of questions, but I'm gonna kind of move forward to get the most recent questions. So if you want me to answer, please ask again. Okay, so we're getting some strange comments here. I'm not seeing any actual questions, but okay, does alcohol affect weight loss? I do have a lesson about alcohol in the Live Lean Way, of course. I feel everything's in the Live Lean Way. Anything you want to know about nutrition, I put it in that course for you guys. But to give you the short answer here, alcohol can affect your ability to live lean, but more so in the way that it affects the aftermath of drinking alcohol. You know, like after a night of binge drinking, you wake up totally hungover. You're not as likely to work out that day and eat healthy that day because when you're hungover, you just want to eat greasy food and lay in bed. So it does affect your ability to live lean in that way. By the way, kind of like domino effects onto the rest of your week, you know? So having alcohol in moderation, it should not negatively affect your ability to live lean. Yes, there are carbs and calories in alcohol, but it's, you know, a manageable amount. If you're drinking in moderation, it shouldn't be enough to really throw you off that bad. A lot of people who drink alcohol are living lean successfully, including me. Okay, so oh, this is getting a little strange in here. Okay. Do I have any food intolerances? I personally know I don't have any food intolerances, guys. I consider myself very lucky not to, because I do think it's the norm these days to actually have some food intolerances and digestive issues. But luckily, you know, and like knock on wood, I haven't had any all my lifetime. I don't get digestive upset with any types of foods. But I know Brad and I make fun of me. We call me unicorn guts because, you know, I never get upset tummy usually. Okay, so does your Live Lean for women cater to those of us that don't have a gym membership? Yes, and that's an excellent question, and something I definitely did keep in mind when designing it. I knew that not every woman can go to the gym all the time, and that even women who do go to the gym might sometimes want to do a workout from home or from a different location. So I did design it with dumbbells only, no machines. So you don't need any gym machines to do this program. You just need dumbbells and your body and maybe like a bench, or you can use a chair if you're at home. But yeah, the whole program is designed with that in mind, because I knew that that would be a barrier for some women who don't want to pay gym dues or just don't enjoy going to the gym. So yeah, I've had thousands of women have done this from home and gotten great results too. And the next one I'm coming out with, I have a new one in the works, you guys. It's going to be coming out this summer. It's like the next level, or the newer version of formula for women. And I filmed all of the exercise demos in my house, so I didn't even go into the gym at all to design this program. So it'll be even more home friendly than the other one, if it even could be. The other one actually does use some cardio equipment, like I did use a treadmill and a bike and for some of the cardio workouts, but there's also options that you can do outdoors or without it. How long does it take to get a six-pack? It totally depends on your starting point. If you're like already pretty lean, you might be able to get your six-pack to show within a few months, but if you have a lot of weight to lose, it could take longer. You know, it just completely depends on the person, and also on, you know, how bad you want it, how motivated you are, all that stuff. There's a lot of factors. When doing legs, if one side of the body's stronger than the other, is it okay to lower the weight to help balance each side, especially lunges? Yes, and what I recommend is always starting with your weak side. So start with your weak side first, do as many reps as you can, and then when you get to your strong side, only do that same number of reps, and continue to do that until your weak side is able to build up more strength and match the other side. But if you're starting with your strong side and then your weak side can't keep up, then you're always going to be encouraging that imbalance to stay. So start with your weak side first, whether you're doing legs or anything. Hi Ashley, hi. I'm currently on a weight loss journey, and BMR is like 1561, so trying to eat 1261. On training days, do I eat more calories or do I stay at my deficit calorie intake? So on training days, Ashley, you hopefully, so you said your BMR is 1561. That doesn't include your activity factor, so, or at least I don't think it does, unless you're a really, really small person. So you want to adjust that BMR based on your activity factor, and that gives you the number of calories you should be eating. And your activity factor accounts for the workouts you're doing, so you don't need to further change it for your activity factor. You have to multiply your BMR by your activity factor. That gives you your calories you should be eating, and then you can do a deficit from there. But then you don't change it on workout days versus rest days. It just stays the same throughout the week. Do I speak Spanish? Solo un poquito, just a tiny bit of Spanish, barely. I can kind of understand some bits of Spanish if people are talking slowly, but I don't know enough to like come up with a sentence. Okay, can you show your shoes and socks? Oh, okay. Somebody have a foot fetish? Okay, let's take a look at my shoes. Okay, right now I'm wearing these Skechers, and my socks are like this. See? So I don't know what specifically you wanted to see about them, but those are the shoes I'm wearing today. They have no laces, they're like stretchy, and I just got done running the stairs. That's the shoes I wore for running the stairs today. Okay, how would I, oh, is fish healthy? Yes, fish is definitely healthy as long as you're eating healthy types of fish. Keep in mind it should be wild caught fish, not farmed fish. My favorite type of fish is salmon. How How would you suggest to get tested for food intolerances? I'm losing my hair and 22, work out 3 to 5 days a week, plenty of water, and have fast food 2 days a week and 5 days Whole Foods. Okay, tested for food intolerant. Most people know when they have food intolerances because you eat something, you feel funky, you kind of like figure it out which food is, you know, not feeling so good on you. If you really have no clue and you can't link it to anything that you just ate, you could see a doctor and have a food intolerance test. Is really common these days. But I would say just paying attention is going to be the best way to find out. It's just paying attention. What did I eat and how do I feel like immediately after that? And then maybe trying to do like an elimination diet and just eat really, really simple meals of foods that you know don't bother you, and then just like one at a time adding in foods that you are suspicious about. Answer the hit question. I did answer a hit question, but if there was one I missed, can you please ask it again? Thank you. My resting heart rate, last time it was measured, I think it was around 50. Yeah, I think. I don't really remember actually, but I think they did measure my resting heart rate when I was pregnant with Kyla, and I think it was 50. Best nuts, according to you, for breaking fast. My favorite nuts are almonds, walnuts, and pecans. I think those, all three of those are my favorites. Favorite postpartum ab exercises. The tummy vacuum, you guys, that I showed in my lower belly pooch video a couple weeks ago. That was my favorite postpartum ab exercise. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll try to show you. It's like when you suck up like this. Can you, I don't know if you guys can see. So you get on all fours like this, and you like lift your belly like that. So that one, I call it the tummy vacuum, and doing it on all fours is the beginner version, and then once you get stronger in your abs, then you can do it from a plank position. But that was my #1 favorite way to like re-slim my waist and train my abs back in after they were like so far out. Tummy vacuum's your favorite too. You saw it in one of my videos. Exactly. I actually just filmed yesterday a lower ab workout video for you guys to follow along. That's going to be here on this channel on Thursday. You're going to love it. Favorite food from Cheesecake Factory. They have a really good salad that I had one time a long time ago. I don't remember what it was, but it was like some chopped salad with like all kinds of ingredients. It was really good. Brad is inside working. He's here today, working from home. Any good ideas while traveling? Going on a cycling trip for 4 days, but most veggies and proteins won't last the heat. Ooh, 4 days. I'm trying to think what I would bring if I was going for somewhere for 4 days without a refrigerator. That is tough. Have you ever done one of these before? Like, what did you bring? I honestly don't know what I would pack. Maybe like beef jerky and energy bars, or like could you maybe make your own granola bars or protein bars or something? Only kind of fish you like is tilapia. Is tilapia okay? I think it's farm raised, but it's the only fish you like. Honestly, I would recommend getting wild tilapia, but I think that's pretty uncommon. I don't know. I don't think tilapia is one of the highest quality fish. I did eat a lot of it back in my competition days because it is so low fat, low calorie. But I don't eat it anymore, to be honest. I don't personally eat tilapia because I don't find it to be a high quality protein source. But if you like it, then go for it. But I think you could find healthier fish sources. How many online clients do I have right now? That's a good question, you guys. I'm actually not accepting personal like one-on-one clients at this time. We have our coach Jeremy who's working with our one-on-one clients. He's doing a fantastic job. Everyone who's worked with him has amazing things to say about him. They love him. He's an incredible coach. But yeah, so I'm personally not taking on any one-on-ones because I have my plate full, you guys. I'm a full-time mom, full-time YouTuber, full-time program creator, and I just have a lot of projects going on. So I'm really passionate about making online programs to share with the masses, things that all of you can enjoy instead of just working on one person at a time. So that's where my priority has taken over. So I haven't taken on one-on-one clients for I think it's been at least 6 months, maybe almost a year now. Hi, I'm getting questions in some different languages. I'm sorry, you guys, if you could type in English, please. Are doing planks useful? Absolutely. Planks are so useful. I love planks. Planks are one of the best core exercises there is. Everyone should be doing them for sure. And if you need to modify, that's okay, but working your way up to full planks is really super good for your core. Should HIIT workouts be done every day or just the days off from weight training? You can do HIIT workouts like I do, like intermixed with your weight training. They don't have to be on a separate day. They can be part of your strength training workout. But yeah, or you can do them on alternate days, whatever works better for you. Can I say feet in Spanish? Yes? Yes. How was my accent? Was it okay? I have taken sandwiches, tuna hummus, and homemade bars, but I miss the fresh food so much. Trust me, I would too. I would have a hard time with that, but thank goodness it's only 4 days, right? It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, no, I've been in situations where I couldn't have fresh food every day, and I know it's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal, but you know, it's temporary. Just keep that in mind. Speaking of Jeremy, you miss him. Yeah, I know, we need to have him on this channel again. You guys, that funny video that we did of him being the gym douche has like 1 million something views. It's so funny, and he did a great job in that. Jeremy's amazing on camera, and he's an excellent coach too. We still talk a lot, but he is in LA and we're in San Diego now, so we haven't got together to collaborate for videos. Is it better to be within a caloric range or an exact calorie number? This depends on personal preference. I've always been a range type of girl. I like to know, like, you know, kind of, you know, 2,000 to 2,100 calories. Like, that's good enough for me. I don't need to know like 2,105, you know. It's just, I don't like to have exact numbers because I find that leads to obsessive behavior and just like fixating on numbers. But when you have a range, it gives you a little bit more freedom. It's like, so one day you eat 2,000 calories, the next day you eat 2,100, then you have like a balance out of 2,050, you know what I mean? It all kind of balances out. So if every day you're at least getting close, you have a little bit of plus and minus, you're fine. And I feel like that's just such a better, more relaxed way to do things. But some people prefer exact numbers, so it just depends. If we travel out of the USA, which places would we like to visit? I think, you know, we talk about this sometimes, like top of our list places to go are London. We really want to visit the UK, and we know we have a lot of friends there. Also Australia and New Zealand are high on the list. And where else? I've always loved Italy, you guys. I've been to Italy a few times, but I think if I had to live in a foreign country, it would probably be Italy. Foods that help lower stress and improve focus. Should I reduce dairy and bread? Yeah, guy, I think that foods that help lower stress and improve focus are just, you know, the same foods that help you with fat loss and muscle building, everything. It's healthy, whole, natural, whole foods. And, you know, grains and dairy are really low on the list. Like, we don't recommend grains and dairy in our nutrition programs because they just really are not the best food sources for people. They cause more problems than I think is worth it. You love the video with Jeremy. That's good. I was super pregnant in that one. Okay, so I'm only going to be on here like a couple more minutes, so I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. I love you guys for asking so many. You're doing great. Do I prefer Trader Joe's or Whole Foods? Whole Foods, I think. I don't know. I like Trader Joe's too, but I find that Trader Joe's has like so many like cookies and candy everywhere that it's like hard to go there and just buy only healthy foods, you know? It's just like a candy store. It's just tough to stay focused. And I don't, you know, I like the produce section the best. I feel like Whole Foods has the best produce section. Tips for going from 5 meals a day to 3 meals. I don't want to keep my insulin level high all day. I work out 3 times a week at home, do HIIT. Okay, tips for going from 5 to 3, just combining your calories together. And I think learning not to snack in between meals is going to be hard at first, but if you can always keep a water bottle with you, Drink a ton of water between your meals so that you're not tempted to snack. And then if that's not doing it for you, have some hot tea in between meals. I think that'll help you transition into eating meals only and no snacks. What do I like most about doing HIIT on the beach? Ooh, I love doing HIIT on the beach. I'd say being on the beach would be what I like most about that. Any kind of outdoor workout spaces I love, you guys. Like how can you beat that, to be outdoors, getting fresh air, sunshine, and doing a workout? It's the best. Which foods to eat, please? That's a very big question, very general question, but the best foods to eat are, you know, fruits and vegetables. Absolutely, hands down, fruits and vegetables should be the vast majority of your diet. And then I recommend you include protein and healthy fats. Okay, couple more questions, guys, and then I'm going to sign off. Do I have experience with people who have low carb resistance? How would you advise someone to eat with this issue? Yeah, so when your carb tolerance is off, like when you're storing a lot of fat from carbs because your body's not able to utilize them for energy, it's usually because you've had too many carbs previously before that. Okay, so that's what causes the carb issue there, is because your body's inundated with carbs. It no longer knows how to process them for energy and you know give you the energy you need to work out and stuff, and they just go immediately to fat storage. So what you need to do is kind of, I know Brad has talked about this before, but it's kind of like a detox from them. So it's like getting off the carbs for a while to reteach your body how it's supposed to function properly. And I'm not talking about like a zero carb diet, but I'm just talking about like limiting them to, if you were used to eating 500 grams of carbs a day, then you need to cut that back, maybe go to 300 and then go to 150 and then try a low carb, like lower than 100. But you know, you just can't go like cold turkey. You have to really work with your body and retrain it to understand how to use carbs again. So I mean, this is kind of a complicated topic and there's more I could say about it, but just to keep it short, I would say what you're going to have to do is retrain your body. It's going to be a long process, but you know, reducing the amount of carbs that you were eating before is going to help your body use carbs in a healthier way. Okay, well, let me just get one more question. I feel like I could be on here all day. I thought these would be like 15-minute things. They end up being like 40 minutes. You guys are awesome with the questions. Okay, so are oats bad for you like bread is? Honestly, no. I don't know why bread has like such a horrible reputation now, but I don't think that bread is bad for you, and depending on the type of bread. And I don't think oats are bad for you either. Actually, both of those foods personally. I eat oats and bread both, and it doesn't cause a problem for me. I'm able to stay fit and healthy. And so I don't think anyone should be out there thinking oats and bread are bad for you, because they're not. Okay, thank you for your time and answers. Thank you. A nice day or evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna sign off here, but I really appreciate all of your guys' questions and being here on this live, and I hope this is the most convenient time. I know that the time of day is tricky and not everyone can be together at the same time, but let me know if a different time would be better for you in the comment section below. And if you have any questions that I didn't get to answer this week, I will be here again next Tuesday at the same time. Thank you. And if you want to see more about the sneakers, you can check out my Insta story at Jessica Guthrow Fitness. 3:30 a.m. in India. Oh, I'm sorry to keep you up. You should be sleeping. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.